Hi everyone! Today I have a new class. We are going to talk about angles. What is an angle? First of all, we need to know what is an angle. An angle is a geometric figure formed by two rays with the same endpoint. That endpoint is going to be the vertex. Here we have one example of an angle. As we can see, there are two rays. We have ray 1, the blue one, and then ray 2, the red one. So the ray 1 and the ray 2 have the same endpoint, and that's the vertex, the purple one. Now that we know what an angle is, we are going to learn how to classify angles. As we can see here, to classify angles, we measure them with a special tool. That's the protractor. Once we use a protractor to measure the angles, we can classify them. Here I have a chart we can use to describe them. We have the type of angle and the description. So the acute angle, which is the first one, is less than 90 degrees. Then we have right angle is exactly 90 degrees. The third one is obtuse angle and is greater than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees. Straight angle is exactly 180 degrees. Then we have reflex angle is greater than 180 degrees. And finally, we have full rotation. This one is 360 degrees exactly. As we can see here, we have some other examples. In the first one, we have acute angle because it's less than 90 degrees. Let's go to the pink one. That's a right angle because it's exactly 90 degrees. And we can identify a right angle because of the letter square. The third one, the green one, it's an obtuse angle. As we can see, it's greater than 90 degrees, but is less than 180 degrees. Number 4, the purple one, is a straight angle because it's just a straight line with a 180 degrees angle. The next one is greater than 180 degrees, so it's a reflex angle. And finally, we have an example of a full rotation angle. That one is exactly 360 degrees. To continue, here we have some other examples. How do we find missing angles? Let's analyze the example where we have the line A and the line B. Don't forget that a line, it's a sequence of points that never ends. It continues going on forever to the infinite. So let's analyze lines A and B are parallel lines. But what are parallel lines? Are lines that never intersect each other. Then we have line L is a transversal. Find the measure of all missing angles. How do we find a missing angle? As we know, line A, it's a straight line, so there we're going to find a 180 degrees angle, so that's a straight angle. If we already know the measure of a straight angle, which is 180 degrees, and we have the measure of one of the angles, we can subtract 180 degrees minus 142 degrees because that's the angle we have to find the missing angle. Once we subtract it, we know that the missing angle is equal to 38 degrees. How do we check? By adding both angles we can notice that the answer is going to be 180, and that's correct because that angle is a straight angle. So the answer has to be 180 degrees. In this example, we have a right angle. What is a right angle? It's an angle that is exactly 90 degrees. So if we have the measure of one of the angles, in this case, the one that has an arc in pink color, that one is 55 degrees. And we know that that's a right angle, which is 90 degrees. We can subtract from the total 90 degrees minus the angle that we have. So it has to be subtracted by 55. If we subtract 90 minus 55, we are going to find the missing angle. To conclude, this lesson was about angles. An angle is the amount of turn between two rays. Also, we talk about parallel lines. Those are the lines that never touch each other. And also how to classify angles by using the protractor. How to draw them, how to classify them. And then finally, we talk about how to find missing angles. Thank you very much for your attention, and I will see you in the next video.